How web design affects SEO. Whether you're a business owner or an employee, your site's design can greatly affect its performance in search results. Most people think of these two things as separate entities: web design and SEO. But the reality is that they work hand in hand to help your site get found online. No matter what industry you're in, your site's design can impact its search engine optimization, SEO. If you're a small business owner, SEO is probably the last thing on your mind. However, it's vital to understand that no matter what industry you're in, your site's design can impact its search engine optimization, SEO. The reason for this is simple. People use internet searches as a way to quickly find information about topics that are important to them. Websites with good SEO are much more likely to appear at the top of Google and other search engines when someone searches for a product or service like yours, and that means more traffic and leads. But what exactly does good mean? It's not just about keywords, it's also about how the website looks and feels to the user who lands there from their search results. That's where web design comes in handy. Both elements contribute significantly toward a high-quality visitor experience and ultimately affect whether or not those visitors convert into paying customers for your business. Many business owners make the mistake of only thinking about their site's design in terms of aesthetics. Most business owners make the mistake of only thinking about their site's design in terms of aesthetics. However, user experience is more important than aesthetics. A website's design needs to be functional and easy to use, not just beautiful. A website's design is the first thing that users see and interact with, so it affects how they feel about your site. If you're going for an e-commerce retailer, people are going to want a sleek and professional look that makes them feel comfortable buying from you online, not a cluttered mess that makes them think I could never shop here. A huge part of keeping users on your site once they've arrived is providing them with a good experience. Keeping your users on site is critically important. If you don't, then they're likely to leave, and Google doesn't like that. A huge part of keeping users on your site once they've arrived is providing them with a good experience. In essence, if you want people to stay on your site and search engines to keep sending traffic your way, the first step is creating an engaging user experience that makes it easy for visitors to find what they're looking for and gives them reasons not only to stay, but also return in the future. A few key principles to keep in mind when designing a website for SEO are that it needs to be accessible, display well on all devices, and load quickly. When designing a website for SEO, it's important to keep in mind a few key principles. One of the most important is accessibility. Accessibility refers to making sure your site is usable by people with disabilities, such as those who are blind or have low vision. You can ensure that your site is accessible by using proper HTML tags, such as "and." Another thing you should keep in mind when designing your site for SEO is making sure that it displays well on all devices. For example, if you have multiple pages on one page, make sure they don't wrap after the first page. Instead, let them display horizontally across several pages so that users can easily read them without having to scroll back and forth constantly. Also, make sure you choose an appropriate font size for text so that it doesn't look too big or small, depending on what device someone may be viewing from, e.g., computer versus mobile phone. Finally, when planning out how many pages will be included in each section of content, such as product listings or event calendars, etc., make sure not only do these contain links back, but also allow room at least every 20 paragraphs, where there could potentially be links embedded within paragraphs themselves. Your website design impacts where your site appears in search rankings. The way your website's design is structured and optimized can impact how well your site appears in search results. When it comes to SEO, there are two types of optimization: on-page and off-page optimization. On-page refers to all of the factors that affect how well a website is indexed by Google, while off-page focuses on external factors like links from other websites pointing back at yours. On-page optimization includes things such as keyword research, meta tags and titles for each page of your site, which we'll talk about later, internal linking between pages on your site, content length density and images videos used throughout pages. The following are some examples of how these elements affect rankings. Keywords in header tags will help search engines know what information they're looking at when they crawl through content on your page. Make sure you use relevant keywords in this area. Meta descriptions tell Google what each page is about, so they can better understand its relevance when showing results within their SERP listings. Write good ones here. Internal links allow users who visit one page on a given domain, e.g., https://www.google.com, navigate easily between related areas in order to find info quickly without having them leave before completing their tasks. Web design can make or break your SEO. It is critical to have a website that is accessible, displays well on all devices, and loads quickly. Accessible means that it's easy to use and navigate. Displays well on all devices means that it looks good on all devices, e.g., desktop computers, laptops, smartphones. The bottom line is that good design can help you rank higher in search results. But the more important question is whether or not it's worth it. And the answer? It depends on your industry, and even on what type of business model you have, but in general, yes, it's worth investing time and money into web design. A good site offers value and an easy user experience, which will keep people coming back for more.